Hey everybody, it's Rob here. We just got some more huge BlizzCon updated. They have just released the new Varshan Rings that we have talked about yesterday already. So there's going to be 5 complete new powers coming into the game in 3 days from now, on Tuesday, November 7th. We have a lot of more news, but this is the biggest one, in my opinion at least, because this is going to happen in 3 days. We got the Ring of Red for Barbarian. This one is looking to be insane. After spending 100 Fury within 3 seconds, your next cast of Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval or Death Blow is a guaranteed critical strike and deals up to 1.3 multiplicative critical strike damage bonus. It's completely insane. It's without upgrades as well. So this is a level item power 800 ring. And it's giving you 17 resource generation already if it's not upgraded. And if you usually get 50% from upgrading it 5 times, 10% each, you're going to get 26% resource generation on this. And you're going to get about 20 max fury, which has an insane synergy with Hammer of the Ancients. Plus you're going to get 15% attack speed. So this ring is going to be a huge synergy for our Hota build. That's already one of the best builds in the game. It's going to get even stronger because spending 100 Fury is actually pretty easy to do if you're playing Unbridled Rage, because you spend, like, your Hota is what, 70 Fury? You just need to cast 2 Hotas, and then your next one is a guaranteed crit. So probably we don't even need to stack crit anymore. So we have this one together with the Talisman Amulet, together with Grandfather, if you have that item. Even without Grandfather, it's going to be insane. We're going to guaranteed crit with this, and we're going to guaranteed overpower with all our other mechanics. I'm going to put the build guide in the description for the Hota Barb. But yeah, this ring is just insane. It's going to be really cool for our barbs. We will have to drop one of our shout rings though. So we either have to drop the Bolt Chieftain or the Fury Generation ring. We will see. Probably we're going to drop the Fury Generation. But we'll have to test a bit. We'll probably make a separate video about that. I'll show you the other rings real quick. Here you can see the one for Druid. This is also really insane. This is the pixel pull ring whenever you have an ultimate active. And it's giving you ultimate skill cooldown reduction, which is actually like a complete unique stat on ring, and it's going to upgrade to 15% cooldown reduction on a ring. Really sick for Druids too. And then we have the next one here for Necro, and this is going to be the GG ring for Bone Spear Necro. You can get it in 3 days from now on when we get the patch. And this one has an insane lucky hit. It's probably going to be 20% lucky hit chance if you upgrade it. And it's going to give you max essence, max life, and max ranks to all corpse skills. So this is probably going to be 5 ranks to your corpse explosion. Pretty cool for Infamous, pretty cool for Bone Spear. Plus 5 ranks to corpse tendrils, all that stuff. And you are finally automatically activating your corpse skills. Corpse explosion once every second, tendrils every 8 seconds. So they nerfed the tendrils a little bit. It was crazy, but now you can maybe sort of aim it a bit better. So I don't even think it's a big nerf. And yes, Chad is mentioning it. You need to do Varshan to get this rings. So Varshan was the season 1 boss. He is at the Tree of Whispers right now in Kyovashut, not in Kyovashut, at the Tree of Whispers on the right side of the map. And you probably want to save your materials. You want to save your heads, your hearts, like all the Varshan materials, until the patch on Tuesday. And we also have the patch notes here that I will also link in the description. And you can see all this like in written format as well if you don't want to watch the panel. You can see all the stuff here. And I believe we had the other 2 rings. So I don't really know too much about Rogue, but to me the Rogue one looks a little bit underwhelming. I don't really know. I mean, it can have some potential with some of the pixel pulling, I guess. Subterfuge skills leave a decoy trap that lures enemies continuously. It occurs every 12 seconds. I guess you can make a pixel pull every 12. Maybe it's gonna be great. I don't know yet. But then the Talrasha one, this one is gonna be insane for Ball Lightning Sorcerer, I guess. It has resource generation, lucky hit chance, non-physical damage, and cooldown reduction on a ring. And this on a sorcerer is really, really good. And it's giving you 1.5x multiplicative damage for every element that you have. So you can rock this with like fire, cold, lightning, and you get like 50% more damage almost. So this ring, Tarasha, is like really cool as well. So I think all the rings are super cool. I can't say too much about the Rogue one. I personally think it's a bit underwhelming, the Rogue one. But man, am I positively surprised about the Barb one. We didn't get Barber, but I was maybe hoping for too much. But this one is really good, and it is a really good synergy with the strongest Barb build in the game. It's the Hammer of the Ancient Hota one-shot Barbarian. And it's gonna make it even stronger, boys. I took some more notes here because we got a lot more than just the powers. But this is happening, again, on the 7th in 3 days. So save your Varshan mats. We're gonna farm all these rings. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna grind. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get them all. They also talked a bit more about the expansion. I'm just gonna go through this real quick. So the expansion is gonna release late 2024, as you know. It's gonna be at the south, below Kyrgyzstan. It's gonna be the Kurast jungle that we already know from Diablo 2, reimagined in Diablo 4 style, Diablo 4 graphics. It's gonna fit really good in. It's gonna be a nice atmosphere, nice story. I think they showed us some pictures. I don't know if I took them here. But there was a lot of pictures, very cool looking atmosphere and stuff. We're gonna be in Travinkal, in Kuras. We're probably gonna fight the council similar to in D2. It's gonna be fun. And we're gonna get a complete new class that has never been in the franchise before. They specifically said it's not gonna be the Witch Dog. Lots of people were coping on Witch Dog, but it's not gonna be the Witch Dog. It's gonna be a new class. We don't know. Maybe Spiritborn, as the leaks say, maybe something else. Yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention, these unique rings, it's not season 3, these unique rings are coming to the core game. So you're also going to be able to get them in the Eternal realm, not only in season, and they're going to be permanently in the game. Again, I'm going to put a link to this sheet here in the description as well. Permanently in the game, all the rings. And yeah, you want to save those Varshan mods. Then we have the Season of Blood. And this one, I'll probably make a separate video about as well. I'm just going to quickly tell you, this is the new endgame activity. It's going to be for level 100 characters only. It's going to be only running for the season, and it's only temporarily running for 6 weeks. So it's going to start in December. What was the date? We have a roadmap here. So it's going to start in December 5th. This is the new endgame. And it's going to run until January 23rd. And then depending on how much the players like it, it's going to become a part of the game, or it's going to make a comeback in the season. We don't know. It's going to only be for the very best build. It's going to be very, very hard endgame content. They said there's going to be 25 total tiers. They put out this roadmap here. I'll make a separate video about that. And they said the current Nightmare Dungeon 100, so the hardest Nightmare Dungeon right now, is tier 1, like around the same difficulty as tier 1 of this difficulty. And there's going to be 25 total tiers that are going to scale way harder than the Nightmare Dungeon scale. So it's not like this is going to go Nightmare Dungeon 125. It's going to be probably like Nightmare Dungeon 200 difficulty or something. Like it's going to scale per level like way higher than just +1 Nightmare Dungeon tier. We will see what exactly that means when we can play it in the start of December. It's going to be in a few weeks, guys. We're going to get a ton of normal Glyph XP, and we're going to get a unique Glyph. And this one we already talked about in a separate video, but this one is completely nuts. They confirmed it goes up to level 200. So you're going to find this unique Glyph on level 1 in this new content, Aperture of Seer. And you can level it up. And it gives you multiplicative damage for every 5 core stats. And core stats, as the game defines it, is all stats. So it's going to be strength, intelligence, dexterity, and what's the last one? Willpower. So all 4 core stats are going to give you 2% multiplicative. And this is starting at radius 4. And I mean, it goes up to level 200. It upgrades to radius 5 for sure at level 50. And maybe at around level 100, it's going to upgrade to radius 6. And maybe even to radius 7. So if we're looking at some of the Paragon boards, like right now we have 4 radius in some of the glyphs here, like Ira, for example. And it's gonna, it's probably gonna be like half the board or something. This is not load, it doesn't load. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty ridiculous, and it's gonna give us a lot of damage plus some more multiplicative damage. It's gonna be wild. You can watch a duel even, I don't know, we're gonna have this new endgame system. Again, we're gonna make a separate video about this flow chart here. But you need to unlock a lot of stuff to get into, you know, the higher tiers. Then we got the Midwinter Blight event. This is going to be some celebration event for Christmas. It's going to be a holiday event. Going to take place in Kiovershad. You're going to encounter snowmen, and you're going to encounter some new boss, some new like goat snowmen, some foes to fight. It's going to be pretty fun. You're going to get cosmetic rewards. It's going to run from December, I think, and you're gonna get like these kind of cosmetics here. It's gonna run from December, I think, until like, they say like 3 weeks, end of December or something. Pretty fun. And then we have the last feature here of many that's coming. And this one is January 23rd, when Season 3 starts, we're gonna get leaderboards. So there's gonna be weekly challenges in World Tier 4 only that are gonna be called the Gauntlet. This is going to be a fixed seed non-linear dungeon to achieve a score. You're competing for a score. You see in the leaderboards, you're going to get a score for clearing it. And to min-max your score, you want to do it, clear the dungeon fast. If you guys know challenge rifts in Diablo 3. So everybody's going to have exactly the same dungeon. Every monster is going to be at the same location. Every shrine is going to be at the same location. You know, everything is going to be the same layout, everything. Complete the same. And you can compete in a fair environment with everybody and really test your build. And you can play in a party and min-max it even more. There's going to be loot at the end, so you don't have to worry. Like just like Greater Rifts in Diablo 3, you know, you clear the run, you don't get any loot, but you get all the loot stacked together at the very end. And there's going to be some, I think they called it like proofs of might or something, that you need to collect to maximize your score. Even like you run through the map, yeah, you need to do it fast, and you need to collect some checkpoints, some materials like chests or something for the perfect score. There's going to be new leaderboards every week, and the top clears are going to go down in the Hall of Ancients to cement the legacy, basically test your might. And this is kind of how it looked like in the presentation that they showed. So you see here solo Barbarian leaderboards. That's where we will compete. Season off, we don't know the name yet, we'll see. And you see there's rewards. It looks like there's legendaries, there's probably materials, maybe Duriel materials. I don't know, like they haven't talked about specifics, but I could imagine that would be pretty cool, like getting living steel or crafting mats, getting legendaries, maybe getting forgotten souls. Like we don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be weekly reset and weekly rewards for this. And I think you're also getting some cosmetics here. You have this, like here you have like a filter. You see you can filter for the classes, you can filter for 2-man, 3-man, 4-player, all that kind of stuff. You see here all the ranks and stuff. You see the score. And again, to achieve a good score, you need to do it fast. You need to complete it, and you need to collect these proof of mights, whatever that will be. And you see the top 10 here. And depending on your placement, you're getting like different kind of rewards basically that you can show off. This is like seals on your profile. This is like frames around your character. And you can see here, Seal of the Worthy. This is where you enter the leaderboards basically. Like the top 1000 are only going to be listed on the leaderboards. And below that, you're going to get these seals and just different frames basically for your character. But yeah, all that is super exciting, man. Exciting. I'm super stoked for the rings and for the Tear of Blood with the extra range increase. And yeah, we can see it here. This is a 4 range. So it's going to be minimum 5 range, probably even 6 or 7 range. And all the stats in range are going to give us 2 multiplicative damage. So we're going to need to build completely new Paragon boards. For this endgame system, we probably also want to be very tanky. So we're going to make a complete new Hota build guide version the next days. We're going to speculate a bit. And then obviously we're going to test it once this comes out soon. We're going to farm that ring on Varshan on stream. And if you guys want to join me, like we're going to farm a lot of Varshan mats. We're going to stack them all up the next days. And yeah, we're going to grind, man. Guaranteed crit, another 1.3 multiplier. It's a glorious day for Diablo 4. I think that Campfire was a huge W for the game. And also a huge W for our favorite class, the Barbarian. I hope you enjoyed this overview, guys. I have more detailed videos coming. GG, my friends. Take care. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.